everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday afternoon and it is April the 13th, and it's so good to see you here today. I very much appreciate y'all stopping by and spending 8 or 9 or maybe sometimes 12 minutes with me at a time. The weather has been very cloudy, overcast, and we have gotten some rain here, which the flowers need. The tulips are up and just now budding, and they're just looking so beautiful. And a lot of people do have tulips planted in their yards, so I'll try to, maybe tomorrow or another day this week, if the sun is shining, I will try to get my camera out and ride through some neighborhoods and video the beautiful daffodils and tulips and all of the flowers that are budding and blooming this time of the year. It's so pretty. But today it's just been raining. For the last couple of days it's been cloudy and very overcast and a little dark during the day, and raining off and on. Not a solid, complete downpour, but just some sprinkles here and there. But if you're just passing through or my video has just been suggested, I would appreciate it if you would watch a few of my videos and maybe go back to the beginning of my channel and see how I started, and watch some of my playlists about my childhood years. And I worked as a nanny for several years, and I have a lot of interesting stories in my nanny diary. So I would love it if you would take a few minutes and watch some of my content, and if you like it, if you would go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you join my YouTube family. You will be loved and accepted here. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about neighbors, because I am so aggravated today, y'all. So I went out and ran an errand this morning pretty early. I guess it was about 8 o'clock, 8:30. And I was craving a donut. Y'all know I've been on low carb. I've been talking about it for about 6 weeks now. And I've been doing really good. I've lost about 6 pounds. Nothing to write home about, but I'm happy about that because I haven't really done keto yet. And with the medicine that I take for my bipolar and OCD and anxiety and all of my mental illnesses that I have, that medication prevents me from my body from metabolizing like it should. Because I normally am just, skinny, thin, skin and bones more or less, since, my 50s when I started taking antidepressants and mood stabilizers. I can't lose weight like I used to. So, but I'm happy. I mean, I feel better when I eliminate carbs from my diet every day. But I was just craving a donut. So I didn't want to have to pay the price for Dunkin' Donuts coffee. So I went ahead and brewed my coffee, which I love the way that I prepare my coffee anyway. So I brewed about 2 cups of coffee and poured it in my container, and went out this morning and went over to Dunkin' Donuts and ordered just 2 glazed donuts. I thought about I like the strawberry with the sprinkles, so I went over there and got my 2 donuts, and I think they were like $2.74 or something. Weren't that expensive. And y'all, they were fresh. I mean, they were almost as good as Krispy Kreme. I just couldn't believe that I actually got freshly made donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. I don't think that's ever happened before. They're always cold and taste like they've been there for a day or two. So I ate those, and then I ran my errands, and I came home, and there is a car in my reserved parking spot. That makes me so mad. I mean, it's got the number on it for my apartment, and that has happened before, but it's usually somebody just pulling in there for a minute or two, and usually someone is still sitting in the car while somebody else runs in and drops something off to one of my neighbors. But it's been there all day. It's almost 4 p.m. now, and it makes me so mad. So I'm going to go down there, and I wrote this sign, and, I could call the police and have it towed. All I have to do is show my lease or my driver's license that it is reserved for me, and it says reserved, number 1. So I wrote this, I think it's a nice note. Please move your car from my parking spot, apartment 1. It is reserved for me. Thank you, Glenda. So I'm going to take my package mailing tape and tape it on their windshield just to inconvenience them a little bit. I thought about just putting it behind their windshield wiper, but that would make it too easy for them. They need to be as inconvenienced as I am. Luckily, the spot next to me was vacant because that's my neighbor who is the wounded Vietnam veteran, and he parks in the handicap spot. But usually his grandson is there a lot, and I kind of think this is his grandson's car because he's old enough now that he can drive. And usually, if his mom is over here visiting or staying a few nights, she'll park in number 2. So it was vacant, so I went ahead and parked there. But, I'm fixing to go out again. If I come home later and they're still there, I may consider calling the police. But we're all poor here, so I don't want to put that expense on anybody else. But I don't want to have to park my car if all the spots are full. I certainly can't park out on the street at night. My neighbor behind me, they have the volleyball tournaments every night, and sometimes there'll be 40 or 50 cars parked all up and down the street. There won't be an inch in between a car, much less to park a car. But let's go over here to the window and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me turn this around. See, there he is in my spot. Makes me so mad. So I parked in number 2, and my neighbor is over here in the handicap spot. And the white car there is the other apartment, number 3, that he lives upstairs also. And the black car is number 4, which is her grandson's car. Y'all, there are actually a lot of grandchildren here living with their grandparents. And I don't know who that little Mercedes belongs to over there. They don't live here. But see, I had to park in my spot in a different spot. And like I said, it may not be open when I get home tonight. So do y'all have problems with your neighbors aggravating you? So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you will give me a thumbs up, and y'all have a great weekend, and y'all just keep on coming back.